Fentanyl seizures are up, and so are overdose deaths. And the Drug Enforcement Administration says they're now taking new steps to do something about all of this.
Just days ago, the Department of Justice handed up indictments against members of the Sinaloa drug cartel, considered by many as the most dangerous and ruthless cartel that exists today. News 4 Tucson's Lupita Murillo is live from near downtown with more on this. Lupita.
This area of Grant and Oracle is well known by law enforcement, where people buy, sell, or use fentanyl. DEA is hoping that these recent indictments will stop the supply and save lives. DEA Special Agent Polo Ruiz is the agent in charge for the Tucson District Office. He spent a great deal of his 30-plus years in law enforcement investigating the Sinaloa cartel.
The Sinaloa cartel, along with the Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación, are causing havocs on our streets in the United States, but not only in the United States, but also across the world.
Perhaps the most notable member of the Sinaloa cartel, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. In January of 2017, he was part of the extradition team that brought El Chapo out of Mexico and into New York. For the Texas-born and Texas-proud agent, he believes the recent indictments will help with the fentanyl situation.
We have to do our part in trying to save lives, and saving lives is trying to give them more of the hammer and bring them to justice.
Named in the indictment, 3 of Chapo's sons, known as Los Chapitos, and Ismael El Maya Zambada.
We identified them to be moving large amounts of fentanyl through the borders from Mexico and then into the United States.
Also indicted 4 Chinese citizens and a man from Guatemala. All are alleged to have distributed 56,000 kilos of drugs and laundering tens of millions of dollars. He says this is the first indictment of its kind where fentanyl is the focus, from obtaining the chemicals in China to manufacturing the pills in Mexico, then smuggling them across the border into the U.S., and then distributing them across the country and beyond.
It's very personal because now they've capitalized and they're going into the synthetics. And in synthetics, they started. It's easy to make, and there's a high money yield to it.
Grant Willie is a criminal defense attorney. His firm has represented alleged members of the Sinaloa cartel. He agrees this is the first of its kind of indictments. However,
these indictments are definitely a big deal for the U.S. government, but I'm not sure they will have much real-world impact.
Special Agent Ruiz says this investigation is far from over, and he expects more indictments will be handed up. Coming up on News 4 at 6, is there a connection to the Sinaloa cartel here in Tucson? We'll tell you about it coming up. Reporting live from near downtown, Lupita Murillo, News 4 Tucson.